few weeks ago I had a bad day at work, and in that moment I decided to list everything I hate about my job. Hi guys, my name is Janne, I'm your designer friend from Finland, and yeah, I had a bad day, nothing like catastrophic, but you know the small things that just creep into your mind. A off-topic comment or something like that, short email can ruin your day or even the rest of the week. That basically happened to me. And yes, I know that every job has its ups and downs, but I wanted to make a list about most annoying things that you come across as a web designer. I have 4 things on my list, maybe some honorable mentions, but let's get started. Number 1 on the list is the things you don't know or you can't do yet. Some part of me is in a way ashamed of admitting the things that I don't know, but we've all probably been there at some point. For example, in web design, there are few concepts and technical things you should know about. To mention 2 big ones, there are responsive design and accessibility. When you get further down the line and get more experience, these things are obvious and in many cases non-negotiable. But when you're just starting out, the things you don't know might feel irritating. There are 2 ways to combat this. Of course, you can learn the thing you don't know, or you can say no to that specific project that has the crucial part that you can't deliver. I think both are okay in certain situations. Of course, you cannot be expert at everything. In a way, you have to pick your battles and develop your capabilities simultaneously. Okay, moving on. Number 2 is bad clients. And of course, this is the classic one. Actually, I have to say that I haven't had a really bad client. Every web design project that I have done has been paid and the site has been published. That said, there are of course clients that I like more and clients that I like less. But every time I think that, okay, this client is not the best one I've had, I try to take on some responsibility. For example, many times the annoying things are just miscommunication, and that can be prevented by, of course, communicating more clearly. And even in those situations where the client just isn't your type, it's in a way your fault that you brought them as a client. I know this was supposed to be a rant about how hard web design is, but yeah, this is just the way my brain works, so hopefully you're fine with that. Number 3, seasonal work. Yeah, I have been struggling with seasonality throughout my design career. At first, I had some slow seasons, of course, but quite quickly I was able to maintain a steady volume with my sales so that I always had some sort of project ongoing. Nowadays the problem is more like I have too much work, I have to say no to many projects, and my starting dates are far along in the future. On top of that, I have past clients that I'd like to help with all sorts of small fixes and additional services, and for some reason those small things don't come like dripping stably. Always feels like the floodgates are open and you have all this other stuff going on at the same time. I feel that the biggest seasons, at least in Finland, the seasons before Christmas and before summer. So before vacations, everyone likes to get their project done and published. You can see this too in a positive light. You can put in some systems and form a line, and in that way you can show that you are in demand, and in a way that might even increase your desirability in the eyes of your clients. I feel that I'm constantly turning every negative to positive. Some might find that annoying. At the start of this video, I said that I had a bad day, and you know, in those situations your brain comes up with everything really negative. You start to question like every small detail of your work. Are you an imposter? Is this even worthwhile? Should I do something with more meaning, and so on? So one of those thoughts in my negatively biased brain was web design is not even the most respected design field. So the last item on the list is web designers are second-grade designers. I believe I haven't heard of anyone saying this out loud, and of course it's a thing I wouldn't say out loud, except for you in this philosophical pondering matter, but sometimes I feel like web design is a gateway to proper design, where there are a bunch of marketers trying to wake up their artistic self or something like that. And that's my route too. I have been a marketer, and in a way I still am. I don't know why my brain questions the respect web designers get. It might be the money-making nature of many of the sites, or it might be that web design just gets old. We laugh at old websites all the time, but if you're a illustrator, for example, at least feels like your work is more timeless. Okay, I have to stop this pondering. But I'd like to know if this resonates with you. If you had some similar thoughts, leave them on the comment section and let me and everyone else know. Yeah, that was my list of 4. Honorable mention could go to email. I made a video about it before this one, so go check that out. I actually, in a way, hate email, but that's a wide topic. But I have to say that I like my work, I like web design, even though there are some annoying things. And I've been able to manage these quite effectively, and I hope that you can too. But that's all. Just have a nice day and see you in the next one.